I want to take a look right now at Donald Trump and the road to the election. So I want to look and see what happens between now and then. Um, and I have not been following this story really. And I know there's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of charges, like repeated charges, but I don't really have the energy to become a scholar of all of this shit. So let's just see with the cards what the fuck we got going on. So we're kind of looking at Donald Trump, and I'm going to try to, you know, move a flow forward toward the 2024 election and see, if the energy gets there or not. But right away, we have a reverse King of Swords over the top of the reverse Fool. Now, the King of Swords reversed. So this is the territorial defender. This would basically show him having his guard up, right? And that makes sense because a lot of people are bringing charges against him. Now, when this thing is upside down, it pretty much shows like the defensive energy that has just gone out of control. So he would be defending himself against people that don't wish him any ill, like a guard dog that would attack its owner, right? And with the base card of the reverse Fool, so this is the beginning of a brand new deal. The Fool is kind of the beginning of a new journey. The Fool has no idea what's coming, and that's kind of their superpower because they can be completely in the moment. They have no fear and no expectation, so they can fully recognize what is in front of them. When the Fool is upside down, this shows so much expectation that they wouldn't actually see what is happening. So both of these are showing kind of a distorted vision and attacking people who are not necessarily against him. Right now, let's just see where this goes. Two of Pentacles, okay, and a reversed Four of Cups. So the Two of Pentacles is kind of shifting back and forth between a couple of different things. The way that I'm translating this here is there would be some sort of a shift, maybe in fortune, like if things were down, then they would be up. And then on the other side of this Four, the Four of Cups is about emotional stagnation and really wishing that you were outside of whatever box you've put yourself in. And when that gets reversed, it kind of shows getting outside of that and moving forward. So currently, this looks pretty bad. But this, I guess, in the future weeks or months, this would show kind of a reversal of fortune and him being able to get out of the tower, so to speak. Now, all right. Between now and the election, I want to see if he ends up being convicted of any of the things that he's being accused of. And we get another reversed card. And let's see, are they all upside down? No, they are not. Okay, so to the question of whether or not he will be convicted, a reversed Nine of Cups. This is confusion, but it's confusion that's kind of being projected at him. The way that I would translate this is there will probably still be charges against him, and there will be something about, his legal standing that would be unclear. It would be unexplained. This is confusion. Smoke and mirrors. All right. So I'm assuming, well, hold on. Let's find out if between now and then, does he end up in prison? And the Page of Cups, I would definitely not take that as being in prison. The Page of Cups would show someone who kind of comes along and helps him out, I think. But it's definitely not a card that would show prison. So looking at this, it looks like the legal shit would still be kind of up in the air. And going from the current state, which is not very fucking good for him, to kind of a reversal of fortune and getting outside of whatever it is that he has been stuck in. Now, I want to look at the Republican primary. He has already said that he's not going to debate, but he's way ahead in the polls. And the debates could probably only hurt him at this point, so I suppose that makes sense. Let's see. Will Donald Trump become the Republican nominee for president? Boy. This is interesting. The Eight of Pentacles shows a bunch of things that are being cranked out. Now, what this says to me, and honestly, I've kind of looked at this topic before, and it's been a little weird in the way that it has stated things. I wonder if there's going to be more than one Republican nominee. This might be just, a ballot that has a bunch of choices instead of the fucking normal, a Democrat and a Republican, and then maybe you can write somebody in. But this is a workshop person cranking out a whole bunch of things. To me, this is showing that there might be more than one Republican nominee on the fucking ballot, Fascinating. That would surprise me. But also with this, we get a reversed Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is an inner conflict. It's when fear and desire are equally strong and nothing gets done. And when this thing turns upside down, it's like finally getting past some sort of conflict. So here, this might be how they get past some sort of conflict. Like Donald Trump is on the ballot, but then also some other Republican, because maybe of Donald Trump's legal issues, the uncertainty surrounding him. That would be fascinating. I mean, I guess time will tell, right? So it looks like the legal issues will not be, I almost said celebrated. The legal issues will not be resolved before the 2024 election. Let's just look at the health of Donald Trump between now and then. And I'm going to do this as a 3 card. So we'll put one down for now. And then we got the next one. Oh, geez. Well, as far as health goes, the first 2 are fine. The Nine of Pentacles would show, I mean, especially physically, this would be being physically fine. It actually just shows money, like having the money of a shopping trip and the ability to do what you're trying to do. But as far as physical energy and health, this would show an abundance. So that moves forward into the world. And that one is a little more interesting. So the world does show an end. It's the last card of tarot, and it's something becoming complete. Now, I can see some way that this would show up, as in, perhaps a demise, because the world is the last card of tarot. Let's just see. I'm going to pull one more card to see what this is talking about. Oh, and we get the devil. Dang. All right. What am I looking at here? In the card, the mermaid, she goes all around the world and she returns to where she left from. And these are the beasts that she has tamed along the way. And they used to fight her, but now they serve her because she has defeated them. And I guess that's what they were looking for. With the devil showing up here, I think this would actually show him sort of like defeating one of his beasts. The devil would show an obsession or a possession, and the world would probably show an end to that. So again, I'm going to read this as a positive sign of health for him. Maybe there's an exorcism in there, All right, and as it moves forward, Five of Cups, the old married couple that isn't listening to each other anymore. It's really about emotional stagnation, but it probably shows personal relationships that he has falling apart, which that doesn't surprise me at all. But as far as health goes, I would assume that this is probably talking about some sort of blood thing or some sort of heart thing. And I've seen worse, right? So this would probably be energetically low, but not dead or anything like that. So that is what we get here. I am interested to see as time plays out if there is going to be more than one Republican nominee on the ballot. That would be really interesting. But it looks like the legal issues are still going to be up in the air, which is not too surprising. And at some point, he might have an exorcism. But that's what we get here. I'm also going to look at Uncle Joe, but that will be a separate reading. And that's what we have for now. Peace.